Every AI guru on YouTube is pushing the same playbook. Start an AI automation agency, build AI agents for businesses, or vibe code your own SaaS. And the problem? Almost no one is consistently generating more than $5K a month doing those. The people making $10,000 to $50,000 a month as solo entrepreneurs are doing something completely different. It's much simpler and doesn't require any technical background. The businesses paying $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 don't want AI solutions thrown at them. They want someone who understands their business first and prescribes the right solutions. Like a doctor, not a pharmacist. I run an AI consulting business that has generated about $1 million in revenue. We have completed over 50 projects working with startups to billion-dollar enterprises. One of our coaching members, Scott, left Deloitte and closed a $40,000 deal using this exact approach. This is the AI architect model. But first, let me show you why every popular AI business model is set up to fail and how to not fall into the trap of making the same mistakes. The AI businesses everyone is pushing on you right now have one thing in common. They are all a race to the bottom. The AI automation agency, the model every guru is selling. You build anytime workflows for clients, charge at most $1,000 for the build, and pitch them on a monthly retainer most never sign. Because the automation didn't fix the business, it fixed just a task. Once the task is done, you're also done. The AI tools won't stand still either. Every month, NA10 ships new nodes. Claude Code automates what you were charging clients for. And hundreds of YouTube tutorials teach the same workflows. Your automation becomes a commodity before you finish building it. And to scale, you need a team to fulfill the work. And clients consistently coming in to feed the team. Your week becomes hiring contractors, managing developers, and fixing bugs. That's not scalable. Building AI agents. You build a chat or voice agent for $2,000 and you hand it off to the client. 3 months later, they have already stopped using it because it never fit their actual workflow. You built what they asked for, not what they actually needed. And finding the next client is even harder because anyone with a Claude subscription can spin up the same agent in a weekend. You're not selling expertise. You're selling someone else's tool with markup, vibe coding your way to a SaaS. This is the new wave, building apps with Claude Code and dreaming of an exit. But here is the math. At $15 a month per user, you need 3,000 paying customers to clear $50K a month. Most vibe coded apps never pass 50 users. And every feature Claude ships eats another piece of your app's value. You're not building a business. You're building a feature Anthropic will ship in a week's time. We had a coaching member named Donut. Before he started working with us, he tried dropshipping, social media marketing, and AI automation, but none of it stuck. Then he learned the AI architect model. He landed 2 AI audits in 30 days. Same person, same skills, but different model. The model has 3 layers. The same 3 layers that work in every successful AI engagement we have run since we started. Layer 1 is systems. This is the X-ray. You map every tool they are running, every workflow that touches money, and every place data has to be entered twice. You're hunting for 2 things: where work gets stuck and where money leaks. It could be a 10-step CRM to invoice flow that should be 3, or a team copying numbers between dashboards because there are no integrations. Layer 2 is teams. Tools don't run businesses, people do. So now you map the humans. Who owns what, who's drowning, who's underused. And most importantly, where the handoffs break. Because that's where time really bleeds out. The 2-day gap between someone finishing a proposal and someone else seeing it. Or the manager spending 3 hours every Friday on a report nobody reads. AI doesn't replace tools or humans. It changes how teams work. And you can't prescribe that change until you understand the team you're prescribing it for. Layer 3 is AI. Now, and only now, you can talk about AI. Because you're not pitching a chatbot. You're prescribing the exact fix for the exact bottleneck you found in layer 1. For the exact team you mapped in layer 2. Sometimes that's an agent. Sometimes a workflow automation. Sometimes it's deleting a tool they didn't need. The architect doesn't walk in with a solution. They walk in with a diagnosis, and the prescription writes itself. Scott said it best.
A lot of people stay at that top level and they go, okay, well, what's your pain point? And they go, well, it's invoicing. And you go, okay, well, we'll just do an automated invoice AI invoice process for you, but they haven't gone, okay, well, why is that a problem?
You need to go deeper into the problems. This is how you raise your prices. A pure AI automation agency charges $500 because the client could buy the same automation anywhere. An AI architect charges $10,000 for the diagnosis alone because you can't buy that anywhere else. We have a client called IBS Insurance, one of Turkey's largest insurance brokerages. They didn't want to fall behind in the age of AI and wanted to become AI first, but they didn't know where to start. We didn't offer them solutions right away. We ran a 45-day AI audit. We were embedded across 10 of their departments. We mapped their systems first, then their team, and then only at the end we started talking about AI. We charged $10,000 for the AI audit, and we found $498,000 in projected first-year savings. That's a 50x return on the audit fee alone before they spend a single dollar on building anything. Now think about that from the client side. If someone told you they could find $500,000 in savings for $10,000, you would write the check before they finish the sentence. This is why this model is better and easier than every other AI business. You don't have to convince anyone of anything. Let the data and return on investment math do the convincing. Here is why the AI architect model is the lowest effort premium business you can run. You don't need a team. You can conduct and deliver the audits yourself. If you are non-technical, you can delegate the implementation work to specialists when the client is ready. Until then, no overhead. You don't need to chase clients. The audit framework itself does the chasing. When a business executive hears, I will diagnose your business and find where AI actually pays for itself, they take the call. When they hear, I can build chatbots, that's when they ghost. You don't need to compete on price. There is no comparison set. Nobody else has the same industry experience and specific knowledge as you. You're not in a market. You're a category of one. And if you are concerned you need to be technical, you don't. You need to be a great listener. You need to ask the right questions. But you can delegate the actual building once you know what to build. Here is the part that breaks most people's brains. You get paid before anything is built. The audit is the deliverable. $10, $20, $50,000 cash up front. Then, if implementation makes sense, that's another phase, another check. Compare that to a pure AI automation agency. You quote $500. The client asks for a free demo. The free demo turns into 3 rounds of revisions and you finally ship. They take weeks to pay and then they churn. The AI architect model isn't easier because the work is easier. It's easier because the payoff is bigger and the math is on your side from day one. The AI businesses everyone is selling you are a race to the bottom. Automation agencies, AI agents, or vibe-coded SaaS platforms, they all compete on what you can build. The AI architect model competes on what you can diagnose. Higher priced, lower effort. And it works for anyone who is willing to dive deep into real business problems before they build. You don't need to be technical. You don't need a team. If you want the full breakdown of how I built the AI consulting business behind all of this, I made a video that walks through every step. Click the video you see on the screen. See you there.